Hi everybody, my name is Chuck Missy. I'm from Akron, Ohio. By training, I'm a psychologist. I have a private practice that I work with a bunch of other people. I'm in practice with my brother and my son in Northeast Ohio. I'm a very fortunate person because I fell in love with psychology and Psych 101 in my very first semester in college. Went to college not having any idea what I was going to do. Fell in love with psychology, that was it. And I really love what I do for a living. I'm compensated well for it. I love going to work. I love helping people. All of that is good. I also love traveling, skiing, going to Europe. Lots of things that are fun. Playing with my grandchildren, running marathons, all these things. It's all great, but I can't be at the office and travel at the same time. So as much as I love my profession, I love other things. I'm very heavily involved with missions work. I go to Brazil. I've been going to Brazil for nearly 20 years now, every year. I just got back from El Salvador on missions trips, medical missions trips, other types of missions trips. I donate my time at a couple of orphanages in southwest Brazil. And that's a very important part of my life. It's very expensive to do that. I'm a self-supporting missionary. Takes time and money to do that, and I want to do a lot more of that. So I can't be bottom line, I can't be at the office and in Brazil at the same time. I can't be in both places. So I was looking for a vehicle, if you will, that would allow me the time and the money freedom to do these other things. I did make a decision, and after 2 years of research, my wife said, my wonderful, long-suffering wife said, honey, don't you think it's about time you decide? And here's the last thing I did. I hired an industry consultant, independent industry consultant, one of these guys that writes all this stuff. And I said, okay, tell me your fee for the afternoon. I want to own you for the afternoon. Here's my top 10 companies. I want you to tell me why I should and why I shouldn't join each one. We went, and he's a very knowledgeable guy. We went down the companies. And when I got to the end, I thought, what's there to decide? This is the no-brainer. What took me so long, which is what my wife had been saying all along. What took me so long? And that was it. I went and signed up and took off. I understood very quickly that many people have had bad experiences in network marketing. So I thought, well, I don't want to be a part of that. At the time I did this, I was co-host of a radio call-in program, a psychology talk show program call-in on a superstation. And we had a 3-hour program every day, so I had a lot of visibility. I'm a leader in my church. A lot of people looked to me, and I wasn't about to get involved with something that was not a good situation. And so that's one of the reasons I had to do my homework, because I knew people would say, well, Chuck, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me, I'll just sign. And they did do that, by the way. And I wasn't going to lead them in a situation, that was not good. So that's why I did my homework. Well, when I started building the business, I thought, well, who do I want to go on a cruise with? Who do I want to go on vacation with? And those are the people that I contacted. And I made a very long list. I put 1,700 people on my list. My first list was 1,700 people, and I contacted between 10 and 30 people every week for the first year of my business. And I found the people who wanted to build the business. And if they didn't want to build the business, that was great. But I take those relationships very seriously because I want those people to be successful. So I will sit down with them and I'll say, why are you in this business? It's kind of like what you're asking me. Why are you doing this? I want to fire my boss. I want to have more time with my kids. I need to make a car payment, whatever it is. So we sit down, okay, let's make a plan. How much money do you have to make? What are you willing to do? All of these things. We come up with a business plan. And if they choose, I will mentor them. I will coach them. And so we come up with a plan, oftentimes a written plan involving phone calls, accountability, all these sorts of things that really any business person is going to do. We just do it here in Monavie, and it works. With my team, I define success in terms of helping them get what they want in 2 ways. First of all, financially, but secondly, personally, because as you know, this business requires a lot of personal growth. We have to stretch ourselves. It's, Dallin will say it's not an easy business, and I appreciate his integrity. It is not. So a person has to be willing to grow, to stretch themselves, and hopefully I'm in a good position to be able to help them do that. So both in terms of a person, in terms of personal growth, and in terms of financial growth, that's very important to me that a person achieve both of those. I'm Chuck Missy, and I'm Monavie.